I'm sorry, Cliff. I don't follow your reasoning. Why would Elliot Dorn have Raven's letter?
Come on, what other document could he be talking about, huh?
Anything. Contract, a lease, a letter of agreement?
Exactly. A letter of agreement that Raven gave April before she went off to London.
You're forgetting one thing. I was there when the letter was destroyed.
Did you actually see it destroyed?
Well,
did you
no,
see her
but
burn it? Did she tear it up?
I saw the letter.
How do you know it was even the letter in question,
I held it in my hand. I went there specifically for the purpose of getting it. Of course, so did Raven.
Why do you have to be so hard on me? I know I've done a lot of rotten things in my life, but I'm different.
Different? That's funny. I look at you, you see exactly the same woman I made the mistake of marrying.
If you see the same woman, you must still want me.
Oh, Raven. All I want from you is that you take very good care of Jamie until this custody suit is settled.
All right. All right, I will return him to you in good condition. There, you see, I admit it. You win and I lose. Here's the letter. Let me see that. That's a forgery.
Oh, it's the real letter, Raven.
Okay. So you know that Raven threw the letter off the terrace. But how do you know it wasn't caught?
By Elliot Dorn.
Possibly.
A 32-story catch? It's good. He should be in the majors. Of course, you'll tell me that he was... Of course, he could have been waiting, couldn't he?
Scarlett told me that the chief said that Raven was very upset by Elliot's remarks, right?
Yeah. And what would upset her more than the sudden reappearance of that letter?
It showed that she perjured herself in court.
We're just giving in to wishful thinking, Cliff.
Well, considering what's happening in that courtroom, I don't think we have much choice, do we? Remember how we said that the letter would be the key to the case?
What you got there?
This is the key we're looking for. I conned it off of Deborah.
It's the key to the unicorn. How'd you get her to give you that?
Well, let's just say that Deborah and I have the same theories, and she was more than happy to cooperate.
Cliff, the cops have been through that club with a fine-tooth comb. You're not going to find anything.
But they didn't know what to look for. I do.
Thanks, Maude. So, you don't know Kelly McGrath all that well, huh?
No, I've seen him a half a dozen times. Usually with Jody Travis.
No. You mean at the Unicorn when they used to work there?
Kelly used to stop up at the studio to watch Jody work out. One time to take her out.
Aha. So, they did see each other socially, huh?
Look, why don't you ask them?
Well, them ain't here right now, and you are.
Hey, what is this? Is this why you offered to pay for the food so you could pump me about Kelly?
No, it's just that sometimes it's easy to find out things about people by talking to their friends, that's all.
Who said we were friends?
Ah, so you don't like him, huh? Is that, because of Jody?
You know something, Calvin? Sometimes I forget you're a cop.
Well, I don't get paid for dancing yet.
And I don't get paid for being a stoolie. You just want me to say something about Kelly so you can pin the Dorn murder on him. Is that it?
Come on. Now, look, did I even say the guy was a suspect?
Well, you talk about him as if he's on the list.
Well, of course he's on the list. I mean, we wouldn't be doing our job if we struck him from the list. He knew the deceased. He did not like the deceased. You might even say he hated the deceased.
I didn't like Dorn all that much either. Does that mean I'm on the list?
Look, I'm going to tell you something, but you got to keep this under your hat. McGrath admitted going back to the Unicorn that night.
You kidding?
Yeah, he says he went back for his puppets. Said he thought Dorn might get angry and try to do away with them. He went as far as the front door, and then he changed his mind, turned around, and went home, or so he says.
So you think he went back inside and started another fight with Dorn?
Well, if he did, the second fight certainly ended up with his doing more than just knocking Dorn down.
Well, don't ask me. I wasn't there.
No, but you were just a couple of doors down the street, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. You saw me there. Listen, I gotta get back to the studio. I've got a new student there. I want to make sure she hasn't broken her ankle. Thanks for buying, Calvin.
It's on the department. Hey, Maud, you want to join me in a cup of coffee?
You think there's room enough for both of us?
I don't know what else I can tell you, Draper. I went back to the Unicorn because I was afraid the guy would get into a drunken stupor and destroy my puppets.
Puppets. Kelly, why couldn't you wait till morning to go back to the club?
Well, sure, I could have waited till morning. But each one of those puppets I made by hand. It's an investment of 2 or 3 years involved.
Draper, his interest in the puppets isn't idle. They're very valuable property.
To tell you the truth, Draper, I don't see the need for this at all. I don't see why I have to talk to a lawyer.
Because if Mike were here, he'd be asking you the same questions.
Why? Why? Because I might be accused of murdering Elliot Dorn?
Kelly, I think you should be ready to go to court. Not because the police are going to break down the door and lead you away in handcuffs, but it's stupid for you not to recognize the fact that you are a suspect.
It is a possibility.
Now, come on, Kelly, look. Sit down. You don't know me or anything about me, but a while back there was another murder in town. Dorn's wife, my mother-in-law, Margot Huntington.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. And they indicted you.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it cost me 6 months of my life. I just don't want you to take this lightly, because the law can make mistakes.
Don't you think I know that? I just can't believe this. I can't believe it's happened to me again.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
You must mean something. You know, what could happen
It's
twice?
just something happened to me in another country. I'm going to go to my room now, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Draper.
Oh, a dinner in half an hour, Kelly.
Sure.
Now, what did he mean by that?
No, it has nothing to do with this, Draper.
What doesn't?
Something happened to Kelly in Rome, and I promised him I wouldn't talk.
Something he was accused of?
Something he's innocent of. I know it.
Nancy, do you really know him that well?
What time would you like me to serve dinner, Mrs. Scott?
Well, Draper said he should be home in about an hour or so. I guess 8 o'clock would be fine. Thank you, Mom.
Very well, I can take that.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for this.
Yes, Oscar. Oh, yes, of course, send him right up.
Send who up?
Mr. Swift. I assume that you're expecting him.
No, as a matter of fact, I wasn't.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's such a frequent visitor. I mean, I
Don't
just
worry
didn't-
about it. I'm not going to send him away. I'm just a little bit surprised, that's all. Logan, hi.
Hello, April. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. When you're not busy, are you?
No, not at all. Come on in. Sit down. Can I get you a drink?
No. I just got through having a drink with my esteemed attorney. Where's Draper? Is he around?
Oh, no, he isn't here. He's at the cars.
Cars? I thought Mike was still up in
Yeah.
Capital City doing that crime commission
Yeah,
business.
he is. Sit down.
Thank you.
Nancy asked Draper if he would go over and talk to her nephew, Kelly.
Oh, I see. I do seem to drop up when Draper's not around, don't I?
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to talk to him tonight, get his professional opinion how the trial was going.
Well, he shouldn't be too long. Stay and have something.
I could get you a cup of coffee.
There you
Well,
go.
thank you, Molly. That'd be very nice. So, young Mr. McGrath is thinking about hiring a lawyer, huh?
Oh, not right yet, anyway. But I'm sure you've heard of what his situation is in Elliot's murder.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I can tell you, from the point of view of the prosecutor's office anyway, that there are no rumors, certainly no plans afoot for his imminent arrest. I can't see why the cops would want to pin a homicide on him just because he had a fight with Elliot Dorn. I would pin a medal on him.
Yeah. I would say you hated Elliot almost as much as I did.
Did not like the man, no. Guess that makes us suspects. I hope you have a better alibi than I do for the night of the murder.
Logan,
was
I really
walking
don't
home
want to talk
alone.
about that.
Okay.
But I would like to ask you about what happened in court today. What in the world did Cliff mean when he said he had some new evidence?
April, please don't get your hopes up. I'm afraid that was just another one of Cliff's very strange notions.
Yeah, Draper thought it was just a stall attempt to, to keep from ending.
Draper's very astute.
Well, I was hoping it was true. I was hoping there was some new hope.
Just don't count on it.
Logan, Judge Lewis cannot give Raven custody of Jamie. He just can't do that.
Nobody can. And I think you should prepare yourself for that. I'm trying to do that for myself.
It'd be criminal, Logan.
No. It would be unfair, but not criminal. In fact, it would be very, very legal indeed.
Well, let's say it does happen. Do you still plan on leaving Monticello?
Yeah, I haven't changed my mind about that.
Logan, you can't. It would be wrong. It would be so wrong.
Be right for me, April. Not just because of Jamie, either. You know the other reason.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Scott.
Oscar? Still look at me as if you've seen a ghost.
Guess I just can't get used to your being alive again, Mr. Scott.
Sometimes I have trouble adjusting to it, too. Believe me, Oscar, it's nice to be back among the living.
Well, I mean, you weren't actually dead. You were just someone else. Right?
Don't try to figure it out, Oscar. It'll give you a headache.
Oh, Lotus. Sorry, Trevor, you startled me. You're back, huh?
I didn't know you were stopping by tonight.
Well, I didn't know I was stopping by either. I just thought I'd avail myself of your expertise and see how the trial was going.
Well, let's go back upstairs.
I was just up there. I changed my mind. I don't think I can stay.
Come on, have dinner with us.
All of a sudden, I'm not feeling very convivial. I think you can understand that.
Yeah, I understand.
So, you're visiting a new client tonight, huh?
Well, I hope he's not going to become a new client. Of course, that's up to your office and the police.
Well, I can tell you what I told April. As far as I know, there are absolutely no plans to put him in jail.
It's a good idea. If he did that, it'd be a big mistake.
You think he's innocent, then?
Well, I'm not going to go out on a limb, Logan, but I talked to him, and his answers impressed me, and let's just let it go at that.
And he is Nancy's nephew. Maybe just a little bit of bias there?
No. Innocent until proven guilty. Remember that?
Absolutely. Well, I'll let you get upstairs and have your dinner. See you.
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah?
You know, we have to talk.
Yeah. As soon as the trial's over and our schedule's...
No, Logan, it can't be that indefinite.
Guess it has been a while since we had a talk. Just the two of us.
I think we have a lot to talk about. Don't you?
About 6 months' worth, I'd say.
Yeah, 6 months' worth. You know, a lot has happened to us in the last 6 months. And I want it out in the open right now.
April's waiting for you, Draper.
No. Not for another hour or so. My meeting with Kelly didn't take as long as I thought it would. Look, why don't we get out of here, go have a drink, and talk?
All right. You name the place.
Who said you could play that music?
Martine.
Hello, Gavin.
How did you get in here?
There was a young woman here when I arrived. She let me in. She was very pretty, Gavin. Is she the latest?
I just met her. She's a prospective pupil.
Don't take her. She was reading a magazine while she exercised. I don't think she understands concentration.
I thought you were in Europe.
I was. Now I'm here.
Why?
Because I needed exercise. I arrived at the Monticello Arms last night. I have been traveling for days. Every muscle in my body has been complaining.
Arrived from where?
Paris. Anyway, I thought it was a very good idea to find a dance studio where I could exercise. So I looked at the Monticello directory. And what do you suppose I saw?
Wiley Dance Studios.
Uh-huh.
But Wiley's at the end of the alphabet. Why didn't you stop with A?
I always start at the end of the list. I like to be fair with all the people whose names start with a Z. Y, X, W. Listen, I just couldn't resist coming here. How could I?
You didn't know I'd moved to Monticello, did you?
No, of course not. I assumed you were still in New York.
There wasn't much left for me in New York.
Oh, well, what's the difference? We're both in Monticello. It's a small miracle, isn't it?
Well, some miracles can be explained. I know why I'm here. I'm here to teach. Why are you here?
My reason is business, too. I'm going to dance here.
Here?
Yes. If everything goes as planned.
What things?
You know.
Martine? Are you still with him?
It's really a lovely studio, Gavin. A little dark and musty. But I like it. Would you allow me to use it when I'm getting ready for my performances? I pay you.
We're full up right now.
But please let me come here until I can make some other arrangements. I need to work.
There are fancier places in town, Martine. I'm sure you can find a better place. You always do.
All right, Gavin. Whatever you say. You still have my music, don't you?
Must have not paid their electric bill, huh? Let's see. If I were a letter, where would I hide? Well, certainly wouldn't be out here and everybody find me, right? Of course. Nice, huh? big mice. Hey, come on with your hands up! Charlie, what are you yelling about? Hey, I'm telling you, there's somebody in there. I heard some noises. Charlie, come on, you been drinking again? I want to go out to the car. I want to listen to the game. Come on. I'm telling you, man, there's somebody in there. Charlie, are you crazy? This time, let's go. Hey, come on, don't move, don't struggle, don't put a... Raven.